Hey guys, DJ Gunner 258 here, bringing you another review, this time of the extremely new AIM Surplus Lightweight Bolt Carrier Group coated in nickel boron. You could also call it the Low Mass Bolt Carrier Group. I've had it for about a couple weeks now. I've gotten to shoot quite a few rounds out of it. We'll get to that later. But yeah, I'm just going to go over first why you would want to get this bolt carrier group first. Anyway, let's take it out of here, first of all, so you can see the bolt carrier group. And then I have a Palmetto State Armory bolt carrier group right here that I'm going to contrast it to. Show you some of the differences and why you would want to pick something like this over a bolt carrier or a standard bolt carrier group. Because let's be honest, you don't really see a lot of difference in bolt carrier groups nowadays. They're all pretty much the same. You can go with a BCM, you can go with a PSA, you can go with an Anderson, and they're all pretty much going to treat you the same, at least in my experiences. BCG groups, or bolt carrier groups, are kind of like a no frills thing, and there are two cases where you can get kind of frilly, and that is the NIB, or nickel boron coated type of bolts, and then there's the low mass, which is, this has both. First, let's go over the low mass part. I'm going to break out a scale right here, and first I'm going to weigh the standard bolt carrier group. Let me make sure you can see that. You can see it well enough, I guess. If you can't, I might put the numbers up on screen, but right now it's 0, and then I'll put this on it, and it is 11.5 ounces is a standard bolt carrier group. And then we put on this one, and it is 8.5 ounces. So that's a significant reduction when you're comparing how little weight there is to begin with on bolt carrier groups. There is a significant weight reduction. Most of that weight reduction is due to the skeletonization of, here, let me adjust the focus, of this back portion right here. Compared to a regular bolt carrier group, you have this entire back portion skeletonized, but not only that, is you have this entire chunk in the back which has been removed, and that's going to be reducing that's where you're going to see all your weight reduction, almost all of it. Now, they do have some other skeleton or milled out portions, like the front here. You can see how it's kind of bulged out right here, but on this one it is milled out and recessed. Same on the back side, it is a bulge, and then it's recessed over here. So you're saving a little bit of weight there, but mainly where all your weight savings is coming from is the back portion, which has been removed on the AIM Surplus. That's a lot of weight. You would want to use this if you're trying to go for an extremely lightweight rifle build, like maybe you're using it for hunting, or you just like really light rifles. I know that Battle Arms Development, they're making like some 4-pound rifle, and it seems to be a trend nowadays to cut all the crap you don't need off your gun. And I can tell you from experience, trying to go deer hunting with my AR-15, if you have excess weight on your gun, it's really not doing you any good. If you can cut it down, why not? It's not fun hunking a 9-pound rifle through the woods. That's why you've seen all these hunting rifles or bolt action rifles going super lightweight, titanium, stuff like that. They're just easier to carry around. So if you're doing a hunting rifle or just a lightweight build, I can't see any other reason you would really want to go with a lightweight or a low mass bolt carrier group. I got it because, one, it actually kind of looks pretty cool. In my opinion, I mean, cool is a subjective thing, but I like how it just looks different with the recessed not bolt head, this part where the it ejects out of. I like how it looks. It's pretty cool looking. So second kind of cool is another reason why you might want to pick one of these things up. Let's talk about the NIB version. So they make two different versions of this. Nickel boron, or NIB, which is what you have right here, and then nitrite coated, I believe is what you call it. It's basically just the same exact coating as this back one right here. There's been some recent tests that have been shown The whole idea with NIB or nickel boron is that it is slicker and it will resist buildup of different carbon and stuff, and you'll be able to clean it easier. Anyway, some practical tests, not super scientific, but they've shown that it's pretty much the ease of cleaning you're gaining is very minimal. It's not that much easier to clean and upkeep a NIB bolt than it is a just regular standard bolt. It's kind of one of those things that people like to spend money on and justify, but it's really the last thing you should be spending lots of money on your build. It's not going to make a huge difference. It's not going to give you a lot of bang for your buck, in other words. But something it is kind of cool is, personally, I really like how if you're trying to pull off a certain look with your gun, nickel boron can help you achieve that. It's kind of cool to have a black rifle with a silver or lighter colored metal on the center of it. It's a second kind of cool thing, guys. So that's my opinion on nickel boron. I've seen studies and I've experienced it myself that it is not super, like 10 times easier to clean my NIB one than it is the standard nitrite coated one. So I've experienced this as well. So take my word for it or take someone else's word. I don't care. I'm just giving you my opinion here. Anyway, so we have the lightweight aspect of it. And then here, I'll set it back in my second AR build right here. It does look pretty cool. Now, a lot of people will say, why would you go with something like this when this thing works just as well and it's been proven for however many years we've had AR-15s, this has always worked. And people are going to say, with cutting away all that weight in your rifle, it's going to make it unreliable. It's not going to cycle, because when you're cutting down weight on the major moving component of the rifle, this is the thing that ejects around, strips in a new one, goes into chamber, puts the rifle into battery. It's going to, if you take weight away from that, it's going to mess everything up in there. With this being the first actual review on YouTube, as far as I'm aware, I am happy to bring you this data that I've ran over 500 rounds through this bolt carrier group, and I haven't seen a single malfunction. So that's pretty big. Now 500 rounds isn't a lot, and that's definitely not where you see bolt carrier groups breaking. Now a lot of people are going to say with the heavy skeletonization on the back side that it's just going to wear and it might break. And to really see that, you probably have to go 5,000 rounds or so to even start to see that happening. And I'm not wanting to wait that long to put out this review, but I'm saying 500 rounds with 0 modifications to the rifle, it has run flawlessly. The reason I say 0 modifications is when I first got it, I posted some stuff on Reddit, and people were saying, "Oh no, those are sucky. You have to change out buffer tube weights, get adjustable gas blocks, do all these things to make your rifle function properly." I just dropped it in to my 18-inch SPR length rifle. So it is a mid-length gas system, and I ran 0 flaws with 0 modifications. I also ran it through a carbine length gas system on a different AR-15. 0 modifications. On the carbine length, I probably ran, there's like only 1 magazine through that, and it worked fine. So an extent of my testing has been with a mid-length gas system. But I haven't had any flaws, no cycling, no double feeds or anything of that sort with the low mass system. And we've seen low mass systems before, or low mass bolt carrier groups before, except they're like $300. So comparatively, I spent $119 on the nickel boron plated version of this, the AIM Surplus. Now you can get the nitrite coated version for I think $90. So that's substantially high value. I mean, compared to $300, which you would pay for a different low mass carrier, here's one for $119, So that's it, guys. This is my data point on this bolt carrier group. If you guys have some interest in purchasing it, I would say go right ahead. I haven't had any problems so far, and compared to other low mass bolt carrier groups, this is by far the better option. So yeah, but hey, let's be honest. If you were just going to go with a standard bolt carrier group, I would say there's nothing wrong with that, even if you are going for a lightweight build. But if you're taking every step towards making this a lightweight rifle, getting a lightweight billet lower receiver, getting a super ultralight rail like the BCM KMR, if you're going every single possibility, you want it to be lightweight, yeah, definitely go with this. I mean, it's going to save you a couple ounces compared to other lightweight bolt carrier groups like the Spikes, Tactical One. It cuts down on way more weight than those like dimpled bolt carrier groups cut down on. So as far as low mass goes, this is probably your best option. Now, if you want a low mass low receiver or not, that is the bigger question. If you are going to get one, this is definitely the one to get. But first of all, you need to decide for yourself if you want a low mass carrier. Anyway, that's it for this review. I'll see you guys later after I shake the tripod. Anyway, I'll see you guys later.